That's right, you read that title right. Believe the hype. Let me give you a personal example. I recently went to Washington, D.C. for a family vacation, and I, like most people, was like, ooh, let me go see what some things are to do in Washington, D.C., because that's where we went. And I went to Google and put in things to do Washington, D.C. And what did I see? Advertisements and the same old crappy lists that you get everywhere on the internet. And they're always from like TripAdvisor or Yelp or like just generically generated by Google. And I understand for the most part that they have like good intentions, but I am not interested in a generic trip situation. I want to find the cool, unique things to do in a city. I want to find the good places to eat. I want to find things I can do that are really good for my kids, because my kids are little. They're not super interested in going and doing like a tour of the White House or going into like the American History Museum and learning a whole bunch of stuff. Like they've got a short attention span. So I needed to find like specific things, but every list was super terrible and generic. So what did I do? I headed my butt on over to TikTok and I searched things to do in Washington, D.C. And lo and behold, I found a great list of unique things to do that weren't on any of these generic lists, including unique places for me to eat. So I was able to include into my itinerary a Segway tour of the National Mall and going to National Geographic Society for the King Tut exhibit. These were not things on anyone's list. These were things that I had to find on my own to TikTok. So when someone says to you things like Google is dead, and TikTok and Instagram are replacing it, you need to listen. We can no longer game the system. We can no longer try and buy our way to the top of SEO and think that it's going to work, because 40% of Gen Zers, and I would even think even the under 30 crowd, is using TikTok and Instagram for search, for recommendation on places to go, what things are like, how products work, reviews, places to eat, and things to do. So what can you do? Listen tight and stay tuned for this video, because I'm going to show you how this works and what you can do to survive so that you can stay relevant in this new vertical video era. Take action now. Hi, my name is Desiree. If looking to grow your business with better social media and content marketing, take action now. Hit that subscribe button and the bell below. Now, whatever you are doing, when it comes to posting things on the internet, you have to make sure what you're posting is relevant to your business. And when it comes to video, I've got a list for you of 50 videos every business needs to make. And you can apply these SEO tactics that we're going over today for you. So go grab that for free in the description that I have for you down below. Okay, so when we say things like Google is dead, I really do mean that, because it is a game system, is old, and until Google can adapt, it's important for you to adapt your strategy with your business. So let's use this example. Like, we're going to go to Google and we're going to search things to do in Boston. And I'm saying Boston because I'm going to Boston next for a work trip. Okay, so what are some things I can do in Boston? As you can see from the top of our screen here, that it is just super generic and boring. I have things like busytourist.com. I have timeout.com. I have pre-generated things to do for top sites from Boston based on what Google has searched for me. But when I go to TikTok and I search things to do in Boston, I get a whole bunch of really great, wonderful examples for me to see. And what's even better, when I go in and I search for things to do in Boston, I am able to adjust my settings. So I can go to my filter and I can even say, I want to know what has been posted on TikTok in the last month, so that I can have a much more relevant experience, because it's always going to give me the top searched videos, but I want to localize it a bit more specifically to the modern times, like what's happening right now in the last month that I should go do in Boston, because it's summer, it's hot. I want to know what I should be doing to stay cool and I'm not going to die when I walk outside, because Boston be humid in the summer. And so I get all of these really great examples of things that I can go and do. And the thing to know is, like, how did they get there? So let me show you how to do this. So as you can see, I already have a video I want to post onto TikTok. So I'm just going to go into my post here. I'm going to make sure that my description is keyword specific. So this video is about the creator economy. So I want to make sure that it is showing up for that. And I have a whole plan of like what I want this post to be about, which is you don't need a big following to make money as a creator. So with this post that I want to do, I already have my post all set up with what I want to say. So I have my message here, and my message focuses on specific keywords I want this post to be found for, including being a creator, making money, and then of course I'm reinforcing it with the hashtag, which is creator economy, making money. I have creator as part of it, women creators, and all that kind of stuff. So I want to make sure the keyword phrase I want to be found for is in the description. Where I want to be found for YouTuber made money. So these are very common search terms in my industry. So I'm including them in my post, I should say. So I have that, and I'm reinforcing it with what I'm talking about because that factors into it as well. This is very similar to any other hashtag strategy. So whatever your business might be, whether you are a restaurant, whether you are a location, make sure you're including the key hashtags in your post and this keyword search terms in here as well. It's not about jam packing you with a whole bunch of keywords and a whole bunch of search terms. It's making sure you're using a specific search term that makes sense for your business. So if you want to be part of lists like things to do in DC or places to eat in DC or whatever that may be, make sure you're including that in your description and reinforcing it with the hashtag. So I'm just going to hit post and I'm going to have my TikTok show up with what I'm trying to do. So what I can do is I can go into search and I can search, creator economy, and I can see who are the top posts that are showing up because of this hashtag. Then again, I can go into my settings, I can change it to like this week, and I can see, okay, what are the top creators and what are they saying about related creator economy? So then I can kind of piggyback off this content and create related or associated kinds of content as well. It's about curating and creating prolifically around the things that you want to be known for and search for. As an additional hack, you can make sure that the thing you want to be found for the most is showing up in your description of who you are. So if you have the name like at Women of Video or at Mrs. Desiree Rose, in your description underneath it, don't like say who you are, what you are, just like put that term in there of who you are, what you're about, so that you can be ranked and found for that term. The more opportunities that you have to create searchable content in TikTok for yourself, the better you have a chance of being found. Additionally, you want to make sure you're taking this exact same strategy and distributing it to the other places. Like you want to do this on YouTube, you want to do this onto Instagram Reels, you want to do this onto Pinterest and stuff. So make sure you watch this video that I have for you right here, where I walk you through how to repurpose your TikTok content effortlessly with minimal extra work with the click of a couple of buttons. And watch this video here because YouTube thinks you are really going to like it. And until next time, I will see you soon.